Hey guys, this is TheHigherCommand Gameplays. I'm ShadowRider77, and in this episode of Halo Reach, we're doing the Floodgate map.
Invasion. Offense.
Continuing from the June update. So we're starting off now. As I mentioned, the other ones, I don't want to miss it out, of course. I'm only going to do minor details, what I'm doing at the moment, even though you can clearly see what I'm doing, etc, stuff like that. Let's get started. So at the moment we've started playing as the elites, like we started on Refinery. Yeah, we started playing the elites on Refinery first. So it looks like we've gone back to playing the blue team first. So yeah, the elites start out on one of two places. The front of the beach, they have a start off where me and that other chap just started off on the beach section just before that little round building. The other one is on that little metal dock just over there, just over yonder, and that will also be with the where the vehicles spawn for the aliens as well. So people who spawn over there is gonna kind of like it. Other than that, the first part of the beach has quite a change from the other two maps. They've got usually the other two, Refinery and Overgrowth, had one side that was not very armoured and had less spawn zones, and they had a more armoured area. But it was what was it? It had more spawn zones. That's not it with this map. On this one, Floodgate, they've made it so that both pathways going down are pretty heavy in resistance, but by the time you get down to the capture zones, it's pretty open area, other than the pillars jutting out of the rocks. There aren't many, but they're still nice for some protection. Which is a nice change from the other two invasion maps. Obviously I haven't tried the last one, which is Broadcast, I think. Tron out as well, but you get what I mean. Now we're moving on to the second part. The aliens will get the Ghost and the Revenant, which is a nice change as well from the other two, as the other two didn't have the Revenant and instead had the Wraith. And the humans, as usual, start off with the Warthog. As for weapons on this map, so far, for the alien side anyway, I haven't really seen much. Maybe there's like a focus rifle I haven't really seen, but other than that, the only really things I've only really seen are the needle rifles, and that's pretty much it. So the next part of the capturing is over at these 2 points. That one that I am looking at right now, and there's one on the opposite side of this Spartan stronghold, which I'm looking at now, that's just beeping. And what I think is good about this is that it kind of changes it up in the action. Like the first phase has the elites, and the Spartans, pretty even on respawning. So it's like the capture zones are in the dead center. Whereas when it gets to phase 2, the elites have a bit more of a hard time, as the capture zones are nearer to the Spartan spawn points than the elite spawn points. However, I think this is balanced out by the fact that the Covenant get what's it called? They get like boosting vehicles, which I think is quite a good addition to the two. Looking at the Spartan structure, which I'm looking at right now, coincidentally. It's got a nice layout. It's got the red zones that make it so Spartans can stay in until they want to come out, and the elites can't get in. And that's the same layout for their vehicles, the Warthog and the tank, which will be spawning on the third phase. They also have the outer sections, 2 on bottom floors, 2 on top floors. They also have a little tunnel at the front, which is quite a nice addition because it's like a hollow tunnel in front of the building, and then inside the tunnel obviously you've got the entrances to the main building as well. So there's quite a few entrances. It kind of matches up to the stronghold from Overgrowth, which is quite nice. So yeah, now we're on the third phase, and this is the core room. Me being a ding-a-ling, I took the core the wrong way, like a fool. But yeah, there's 3 spirits in this game. Not actual spirits though. They're like they're made spirits. There's one where I am now, just above me. Hold on, pricky teammates. You know, if I can't have it, you're not having it. There's another one on the other side where I was spawning on phase 1, and there's one that you may be seeing shortly as I'm driving around in the Banshee, or should I say piloting. Hold on, wait for it, and there, that spirit over there. That's the one that we've got to get the core to. So yeah, obviously there's a sniper rifle around the map that I haven't seen as well, because, well, he was shooting me with it. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it for all of this. Obviously, I think we're getting damn close to getting the core out now. They've got the tank out now, the humans, so it's going to be a bit more difficult for the aliens, but, you know, it's nothing you haven't seen before. I mean, a lot of the game types now have stuff like tanks and stuff in them, so, you know, it shouldn't be that much of a problem. Anyway, carrying on, I'm going to run down with this energy sword, hopefully attract some attention with the hologram, but I don't think it's going to work. And, no, and I'm going to see if my teammates have cleared it out, which they have. And we're going to continue taking the core. Typically, being a fool like I am, I pick up the shotgun instead of the core, because the aliens want a human shotgun. No, they don't. Yeah, so carrying on. What I like about the tunnel in this section, which you've just seen, is that there's the 2 entrances on the front for the tunnel, but there's also a mid-section as well, which adds that extra bit of, how can I put it? It adds a bit more action, if you get what I mean. It's, the Spartans don't have to wait on one side or the other, same for the elites, they don't have to wait on one side or the other. You can try, you can't just block in your foes anymore, unless you plan on putting, like, I don't know, 2 soldiers on each side, and even then you're going to be getting deaths and stuff like that. But yeah, now that, it's got the same kind of feel as, oh, again, pricky teammate. It's got the, how do I put it, the same kind of feeling as I got with Overgrowth. It had the feeling that when you're inside, there's a lot of close quarters fighting, and when you're outside, there's quite a bit of all-out firefight. Banshees, tanks, other vehicles, you know, land vehicles, you know, regular weapons, power weapons, you name it, it's more than likely going to be there. Again, this is another bit I found. I found quite a few good bits on this map. Another bit I located was this little bit. I'm guessing this can be a good bit and a bad bit. I suppose it's a good bit for me because I can run through it without any Spartans around, and I can make it so that, you know, I don't get hurt. You know, but if there are any Spartans around, they could use that as a kind of chokehold and kind of block you in and take the core back. I don't know. But yeah, here I am, finishing off the invasion mission. Wait for it. Wait for it. Bit more. Bit more. And boom. There we go. The elites win the first round. That's 3 points to my team. Now all we have to do is kick some ass on the Spartan side of things and hope that we can keep the enemy team away with a score of 2 or less. So it looks like we're jumping into that now. Excuse me, I need a drink.
Invasion. Defense.
Right, anyway, continuing. Okay, now we're on the Spartan side. Now, the Spartan side has a bit of a difference between the elite side. The elite side has, you know, all the armoured trucks and stuff. The humans can use them as well, but you know, I see them more with elites than I do with Spartans. And what it is what I prefer to do as the human. This isn't something I usually do as the human. But you know, you can do this. You can usually set up at the back of these buildings and take out the elites or Spartans or whatever from here. As long as you crouch, because then you won't be on the radar, stuff like that. You'll be able to hide out and make sure they don't get you. You can also use where the capture zones are and hide behind them, because they're just tall enough so that your Spartan will hide behind them without being seen by the elites. As well as being able to jump over for quick access of the capture points, so that's quite useful. Yeah. So I've seen the same for the Spartans as I have for the elites on the first phase. I've seen DMRs scattered around, but I haven't really seen anything else as of yet. I know that in phase 2, which you'll be seeing shortly, there are a couple of shotguns starting to appear, as well as a... No, that's about it. No, as well as the Warthog. The Warthog appears on phase 2. And then on phase 3, a sniper rifle, a Spartan laser, and a tank spawns for the Spartans, which is quite nice. Adds quite a bit of diversity between the two teams. Because obviously the humans only have one main land-based vehicle, which is the Warthog, and the Covenant have the 2 land-based vehicles, which are the Revenant and the Ghost. So, you know, putting that together with against, you know, adding a Banshee to that with phase 3, which the elites will get. You know, you've got like a big land vehicle, a medium-sized land vehicle, 2 medium-sized land vehicles for the Covenant, but then you've got like flying vehicles versus the heavies, you know, stuff like this. You know, they've really done well in trying to put together this like whole big firefight outside if you can get the core outside. Although you don't really need all the fancy stuff, because the close quarters fights from this fight, as I've seen, are, you know, quite fun. You know, so this should be coming to the end of the first phase by now. I'm actually surprised I managed to hold it this long, because the elites are starting to push the Spartans back. Yeah, so there's me exploding again. I'm sure you're loving me dying multiple times. I have to say, this, I mean, apart from capturing the core, which I haven't done on the other 2, I think this map, well, this video in general, to be honest, is probably my worst performance out of all of them. Ah, there we go, there's phase 2. Now we're going in, shotgun and Spartan laser on this side. If you're looking at the stronghold, it will be the right hand side respawn points. They hold the Spartan laser and the shotgun, and on the right hand side has a shotgun, I think, as well as a sniper rifle. Being a fool again, threw grenade at shield because I thought it would do something. Clearly not. No, I'm just kidding. It's because I thought I could get through and then throw, but you know, it didn't turn out like that. So yeah, I'm gonna carry on straight away into phase 3. Going straight in. The good thing is that, you know, as I said, it's really fun to defend this thing on the inside. You know, because the close open spaces, unlike the outside, you know, it's like quite a nice little arena. If you know, if you're thinking about it that kind of way. But yeah, just taking out multiple elites that are trying to break in for this core, not getting anywhere, of course. You know, as you can tell, you know, just too good for them. That did not go well. Got kind of distracted. And as you just saw there, Spartan laser is on the wall on the left hand side, as I said. So now the elites have brought the shitstorm down on themselves, because now they've brought it open for a firefight, you know, on outside. However, yeah, it hasn't really turned, you know, good for them, as yeah, there's the sniper rifle in action. As I mentioned before, yeah, you can sneak around in the bases. The elites can, just as the Spartans can, like I said earlier. That was a good example. But yeah, yeah, the elites haven't done a good job, as they've kind of wedged themselves into a bit of a corner, which is good for me, but not good for them. They've managed to put the core. That's what it's called, the core. Why can I forget that? Yeah, they've put the core in the doorway, and if they can't get anyone in from the side I'm on now, and obviously they won't be able to get it in from the other side as with the tank and you know, a couple of other soldiers. You know, they're not, you know, doing, you know, amazingly well. Trying to zap things with a Spartan laser, it's not exactly working. We've got, you know, I'm sure I've seen a couple of their vehicles over here, and we've got the an ally Spartan in the Banshee. But you know, I don't mind. It's a good help, and it'll go towards us winning the match. So yeah, continuing. That's probably not the best idea, but I didn't see any bad signs. So yeah, note 20 soldiers, stuff like that. Unless you're completely sure and you definitely know you'll be able to dodge the turret, don't stand in front of the turret. Not only does it damage the Scorpion, it kills you, loses points, stuff like that. Only loses points if you're in the Slayer, Invasion Slayer stuff, so, you know, same rules apply kind of thing. The call's reset now, because, you know, I realised, hey, why is it doing outside? We know we've got quite a good protection from in here. You know, see if I can cut them off. And luckily, I think that's working, because with 1 minute left, I don't think they're going to do it. I have to admit, I did get a little cocky, and I think I did die a couple of times. I'm not sure. I think I died a couple of times, actually. I know quite a few people died around me, which wasn't very good. But yeah, we've lost the Banshee now. We're losing vehicles left, right, and centre. We've got the elites starting to come in and take us out. I liked it how he, the moment he saw that tank, oops, shit, going the other way. But yeah, no way of these elites got it now. No matter how good they are, even that 30-second sudden death won't get them. But yeah, this is the Higher Command Gameplays. I'm ShadowRaddish77, and thanks for watching the vid on this map. I'll see you around, guys. See ya.